Ding. Motherfucking. Oh. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Hold on. There's something I want to do, but I gotta figure it out. Oh. Hey, everybody. This is, coming back over from Gerry's. How is everybody today? I'm like a little aggravated. Jane Perry. Hello, beautiful. Oliver Sutton. Let me drop the invite for Gerry. And then Yo Miso say Ken whatever. Thank you for coming into chat. And everybody else, if anybody would like to donate, my Cash App is on top. Let me text Joe and just tell him that I was alive because I didn't even hit him up. I did, whatever. So Gerry has now made it for his round 2 of his birthday party. Who do we got here? Montauk, Scott Bell, hello. Nice. Thank you for coming in, Neo, Miso, Adama, Oliver, Jane Perry. It says you're not connected. It says device not connected. Gerry says you're not connected. I'll jump off and try again. Okay. What do you guys think of this weather getting chilly all of a sudden? Oh, my hair is like crazy today. I'm having a crazy hair day. I'm going to have to, with the weather being so crazy, I'm going to have to turn my camera off. So somebody in chat, tell me a story. Montauk, how's your day been? Anything interesting happen? I think my refrigerator is making noise. It's not normal. Alex Rose 316. I love the weather. You like this? Well, it's been rainy and like a little gloomy here. So I don't like the rain. I think we got part of like that Ian. I think that's what happened. I think we got part of that Ian. You'll need to connect there, Gerry. You can't figure it out. Hey, Michael, I love the cold. The only problem, I'm down here in Fort Lauderdale. I want to be in Fort Lauderdale. Hey, Ma Bretsu. Hey, Angel Gotti, how are you? Michael, I hope everything is okay after the storm. Got him triggered last night, boy. Who got him triggered? Scott Bell, you did, right? You did something to get them triggered. Oliver Sutton. Humidity is very humid after the storm, Michael. Might use my phone. Okay. Scott Bell, I saw something on somebody's. I'm trying to think who it was that I saw. Your name triggering them. Oh, with the Argo guy? I don't know what to take of him. I don't know what to take of him because how can anybody sit on a panel with Hep C, Gacy at any point in time? That's embarrassing to be. Oh, there's Argo. So something happened between you, Argo, and Scott Bell? Is that what it is? Because I don't know the story. I haven't caught up on anything. All right. Something happened between you, Argo, and Scott Bell? That's you, Gerry.
Hold on, I need to mute.
Because I don't know the story. I haven't. My Reds 2, Fin Freak, Yankees for life. So Gerry kind of missed his party yesterday because I did do it early. And because it was early.
I didn't wake up. I'll take I'll take the blame for it.
No, it's fine. I mean, me and him talked in like email, and he said that he should be out. He should be up by 6:30, and he should be able to join. But he, it was his birthday, so he slept in. He has every right to. Are you the mob show clips? I don't think so. So,
I can finally see the chat. Hey, Scott Bell, Fin Freak, John Perry.
My nose is running. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee while we're on this. Anybody, Yankees, you can come up if you want.
We'll see. Oh, Oliver. Yankees for life. Where's Adama? There he is.
Adama was up there somewhere.
He's here.
Argo is a FBS Johnny Mac ball licker. Oh, that's gross. Their PALLSs are probably disgusting.
I don't want to think of Johnny Mac's ball. It's bad enough I get to see his titties.
MRE wants the link drop. Let's drop it for MRE. And if that's a fake MRE that shows me their PP, then
we'll play
I don't think it's fake MRE.
We'll play some corner clip or something.
He's walking his puppy. And I hope Joe pops on him. I text Joe.
Yeah, I want to see Joe. I haven't spoken to him for a while.
I know. I don't know what. I was texting him before. I don't know.
Joe's one of the first YouTubers who I actually, spoke to like a friend.
Yeah.
Like, he's really cool. Like, that's why I love when you guys do shows and at the end you want to go and he's like, wait, let's do the roll call. Yankees for life, thank you, Gerry. And you're like, all right, Joe, we gotta go.
What's up?
Hey, happy birthday, Gerry and Scott.
Thanks, MRE. Thank you.
All right, see my dog?
Rocco?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
that's not a poodle. You should dress him up as a poodle for Halloween.
Yeah, I should, huh?
You should.
Put some pom-poms on him and stuff.
Something, the pink poodle.
The pink poodles. He's got his raincoat on.
It's raining there.
Well, you have crazy weather there too.
All right, well, we got a little bit of that hurricane rain, that's why.
Yeah, we had that this morning, and then, it was over quick.
Yeah, some parts of Sydney had a bit of flooding.
Yeah, but not from Ian, not from the storm, was it?
I don't know. I don't think it's from that. We're so far away, but it just seems like shit's been happening everywhere, in terms of storms and stuff.
Yeah.
How old are you, Gerry? 23?
38.
Yeah, right. I wish. Yeah, I'm 38. I'm getting there.
Time flies.
It does. I can remember my 21st birthday like it was yesterday. So,
yeah, me too.
It's all good. Just embrace it. That's all.
How's the weather over there?
Here in Australia,
Yeah.
today is it's actually going to be sunny for the first time in like 3 days. It's been like raining and shitty. So winter just ended, so that's why I've got my hoodie on and in the house. I'm not trying to be cool or anything.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's right. When it's summer for us, it's winter for you. That's right.
we're the opposite of you guys. So it's just so. Well, wait, you guys call autumn fall, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are in fall now. I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're going into it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's funny because of NB. For a while, I really did think you had poodles. I really.
A bunch of people
I
did.
remember when she trolled you as well.
Yeah, a lot of people thought I had 3 poodles. Well,
Three
back then I had
vicious.
a couple of more Dobies back then. I had another one. But it was
And
my
I had
friend's
my
dog.
French.
It
They
was
thought that you
foster.
had 3 vicious poodles. 3 vicious
Yeah,
poodles.
attack poodles. That's right. 3.
We had that whole like poodle power, like hashtag poodle power thing going.
Yes.
That's right. That was the warning. If anyone was to come for you, it's the attack poodles, and Grammy can do a spinning kick at 75 years old. I remember.
Yes, Grammy's very dangerous. 100%.
It's funny because it's stuck in my head. In my mind, you still live with your Grammy, and you know what I mean. To me, you're still that avatar. That's why I call you MRE. I can't call you Nick for some reason.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people do that. I don't care what they call me, as long as it's not
Same
late
with
for supper.
MB. Well, I'm starting to call MB Lauren. I should say Lauren, but yeah.
How you doing, ma'am?
Where's Chris Trocc? I'm trying to wake him up.
He's got to be up by now. It's 3:30 over here.
Yeah, and
I just sent him an email not long ago.
Yeah, he should be up.
He always forgets the time difference. I get emails from Trocc at like 4:30 a.m. Like, hey, are you awake? Go live. I
I don't even know if it's so much about the time change. I just like if I send you something, I figure like whenever you wake up, you'll see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, use it 12 hours. I use her in the future. Australia is actually in the future.
Yeah.
I'm like with in B's case, I'm like 14 hours ahead. So it depends on which coast you're on.
I'm on the east. You're 14 hours ahead of me too.
Yeah, it'd be the same, 14 hours ahead. So yeah, it has its pros and cons, you know. I get to Friday before you guys, but then I get to Monday before you guys as well. So
I got a couple of friends in Melbourne.
yeah, I remember you mentioning that. All the Calabrians are in Melbourne.
Yeah, they're Calabrese.
Yeah, they're all Calabrese. There's Sydney too, but we got a lot of Siciliani and Napolitani here as well.
All right.
People would be surprised, like how many Italians there are in Australia.
A lot. They call them wogs.
Yeah, we're the wogs. We're the wogs here. It used to be a bad word. Like when my parents, like that's why my name is actually Giovanni. I don't care. Like all my shit's out there. But
That was my great grandfather's
Gerry, because they were worried that I was gonna cop shit at school. Like you've got a wog name, like. But now the Anglos are the minorities. It's funny. Like at school, we were all wogs and Asians and whatever, and it's like the Anglo, like pretty much like America in a way, because you know Australia's history. Like the book brought pretty much Irish convicts. They were more Irish than English.
Yeah.
So I guess we have mix here as well. We've got Dagos and mix, but we just have different names.
Yeah, different names for them, exactly.
Wogs and Aussies. That's what we. Yeah.
So they say What's it? Bogans.
Yeah, they're the real like. See, I don't sound like Crocodile Dundee. Like a Bogan's like, how's it going, mate? You know that
They're like
real.
more like hicks, like that. Someone would say a hick from up in the hills or something,
Yeah,
right?
you guys might say like a redneck or something. I don't know if that's a bad word, but yeah, because Bogan can sometimes, some Aussies are a bit uptight about being called a Bogan.
But some take it with pride. There's a lot of them that take it with
Yeah.
pride.
Well, it's the same with Wogs. It's like Wog, like there are two YouTubers who made up like a show. It's called Wog Life, and it's a parody of like it's like the difference between they went viral like between Wog families and Aussie families, and it's just hilarious. Like you go to a Wog person's house and like they start cooking for you. Whereas, you go to an Aussie person's house and you ask for a glass of water, and they're like, "Dad, can I get my mate a glass of water?" Oh, no, sorry, mate, we got no water. Like just in terms of being hospitable and the differences.
And it's true about the koalas, though. They fall
They do
asleep in
fall.
trees.
Two people were, I think a couple of years ago, in 1 year, 2 or 3 people were
Hey, what's up, man?
actually, I think, either killed or really badly injured by koalas.
Yeah, people die. They fall
Kangaroos.
out of trees.
Yeah, because you've seen them. They look like they're stoned. They're always like really sleepy and just holding on to the tree. But kangaroos, you need to watch out for. Actually, you can't go near them.
Huh? No, he
Yeah,
won't bite her. No.
Everybody needs liquid.
He wants to play with the puppy. Hey, have a good one.
Yo, what do you think? I know you're smiling like a motherfucker.
Take care, boy.
Are they talking about your mask?
Say a prayer for my mom.
I will. I'll say a prayer for your mother. God bless. Oh, that was one of the most weirdest things.
What happened?
This dude's asking me to let my dog lick his dog. It was weird.
What?
Yeah, that's weird.
That was some bizarre stuff right there.
Fetish stuff right there. What is? Oh.
Nah, the guy yelled, "Hey, what's up?" I started talking to him. He said, "Hey, pray for my mother." Then he put his chihuahua out the window and said, "Can your dog lick my dog?"
Maybe he thinks it's a blessing or something.
And
That's weird. That's really weird. That's really weird.
That was a first.
He's like a local celebrity.
Me and MRE has a friend, Dean. He's almost up to 700 subscribers. I put his link in chat, and if anybody is not subscribed to Dean, please click that link and subscribe to him, please. Let's get him up.
Some cool stories.
Yeah,
He's got some good stories.
MRA dropped the link I think a week ago, and I subbed.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who subbed. I appreciate it. He's actually a real good guy.
He seems like a cool guy. I don't want to get too into it, but I feel bad for him. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like he's been through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of time.
Yeah.
But he's changed his life around. He's got a little baby girl and a wife and stuff. And he's got some cool stories on there. Real cool stories. He used to work for my uncle. And he's got some real cool prison stories and bank robbery stuff, all kinds of stuff like that.
He's writing a book, isn't he?
Yeah. He's doing an autobiography too.
Oh, nice.
Teresa, hello, princess. How is your cruise? I hope you are enjoying.
He's on a cruise. Yeah, Adama said maybe trying to socialize his dog with other dogs. That's what I was maybe thinking.
No, I really didn't tell you what he really said.
I'm thinking. Okay.
Did you hear that?
He wanted to do doggy style type stuff.
No, listen, I don't know if you heard him now, but he literally put his dog out the window and says, "Can your dog lick my dog's private?" I'm just looking at him like,
oh.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever encountered.
You said no, right?
Yeah, I didn't. No way. Way. And he didn't know like I got a mask on right now, so he didn't know my expressions on my face. I'm like,
Like,
wow. But he didn't. He looked a little crazy, so and drunk. He was in front of a liquor store, so
oh, that's funny.
that was weird.
Hey, Bill Jordan.
What's up, Bill? Very
What is
weird.
it, afternoon? Is it? Yeah, it's afternoon for you guys, right? I thought you guys had a good time.
3:41.
No, I'm all right. Thanks, boss. Oh, grazie.
Io non sento che no.
Nah, in the 70s and 80s you did, not now.
Has your boy been fixed?
No. Nope. No, he's not nuded. No, I'll get him nuded when he's older just to protect him from like testicular cancer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I won't neuter my dog until they're at least 7 or 8.
I heard that the later you do it, and I think that's with females, the later you do it, the more complicated. Well, because I have cats, that's why.
Oh, anytime a dog goes under anesthesia, there's a chance that he might not come back. No, at any age or whatever. But yeah, it does get more complicated as they get older. But as they get older, you want to protect them from certain cancers.
Right.
But I don't know if I'll do. It all depends.
Yeah, I noticed it changed my cat's personality. Like, the only reason why I got him fixed was because he would get into fights, and then I noticed he calmed down. Like, he used to come home, like, you know, he would jump on my bed, and there'd be little paw prints with blood from fighting and scratches. And then once he got fixed, like, he was more calm, but not as playful. You know, they're very chilled out.
Yeah, it calms them down. It also gets them big. See, my other dog I had, one of his testicles never dropped, so he had them removed. So because he could have had health problems. And let me tell you, he blew up like a balloon. He looked like a Rottweiler.
Yeah. It's like a eunuch. Like, they just eat. I think it does something where they eat a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
no, all the testosterone, it goes to the body. It's, you know what I mean. So, like my other dog, he was a lot bigger, so he had like the body of a Rottie almost.
Right. You know who's? Oh, you must have seen. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Is it Endu? Or I always thought it was
Endu?
And yeah, is it Endu or
Endu and Vito?
Yeah, Endu. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Endu, yeah. I thought it was.
Yeah, he's got a nice dog.
It's beautiful. He actually got him to sing "Happy Birthday." Like, he he's like, let's sing him "Happy Birthday." He's like, "Happy," and the dog's like, you gotta watch the video. It's so cute. It's right at the end of his video yesterday. That was the best happy birthday ever. Like, having Vito sing that was so cute.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dog. I'll say that. What's up, Teresa? Hi, Jane. I can't see the chat, so I can't say hi to nobody. But yeah, he's a beautiful dog, for sure. Yeah. My brother has pit bulls, but I never really had pit bulls. But my brothers and cousins did.
Yeah, if you have a look, I made it such a very short video. It's my friend's Staffy's birthday, 5 years old. His name's Brutus. He's beautiful, and
Staffordshire Terrier.
Yeah, but he's actually half though. But you can see it though if you see his face, you can tell, and the body too, like the stocky sort of, you know what I mean, like really muscular but small.
Yes,
but he's so beautiful, and he's so sweet. That's the thing. Like, they're actually illegal here. We're not supposed to have them, but you know, he was trained well. The owner's nice, you know. So
it used to be like that in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. About 8 years ago, they lifted the ban. It was a pit bull ban for many years here, where if you lived in the city of Pawtucket, you could not own a pit bull. You couldn't do it.
The video that you showed, that was crazy. And the woman gets her people to sick
that was in Providence. Yes, that was on Elmwood Avenue.
That was crazy. Lucky she had that. They have the special arm thing to distract them to get them to like.
And how ignorant is that? And she didn't care about her dog. Because if you sick your dog on some innocent person, you're gonna get put to sleep. And not only that, you're gonna hurt some innocent person. Like that woman didn't deserve that.
You know this is gonna sound crazy. I had to get rid of my cat of 6 years recently because she almost put me in hospital. You won't believe it. It was she actually has a neurological problem. I was laying down and she just jumped on my head. Lucky I was wearing a hoodie.
Oh wow!
In front of me, and she was like, it was almost like she had rabies and started attacking me. And
really,
I'm trying to open the door with my left hand here, and lucky I'm not a good fighter, but I can block. I know how to block, and I'm trying to block, and she's latching onto my arms, and just out of nowhere. And then I open there's blood all over my wall because I can't even open the door with one hand. I finally get her out because if a cat gets you in a confined space, you're screwed.
You're screwed. Cats are dangerous, dude. I'm scared of them if they attack.
Like seriously, I had her like this, and she kept. I was actually impressed. She was bouncing, and I could see her face that far from me. If she succeeded, like the only reason why I didn't go to hospital because she almost got one of my main veins was because I actually thought RSPCA would get involved and they'll put her down. So I just didn't want that. So I opened the balcony and I was worried for my mum. She went nuts.
I don't know. Is MRE's over here with his Doberman?
I don't know. He's Doberman.
Somebody's echoing. Endu, is that you? You got something open?
Oh, Endu, how are you?
Endu.
Endu.
I think that's you, MRE, echoing.
Yeah, kick me out. Kick me out.
All right.
Yeah, he'll come back.
I don't like kicking my friends out. Endu was fine though. It was the Doberman MRE.
It's soaked anyways.
Okay, you're better now.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave it. Can you boot me out for a minute?
Fine. Oh, you want me to like kick you all together? Hold on. Kick from studio. Kick.
You're too nice, MB. Angel loves doing it.
Close your tab.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you got a tab open.
Hang on.
It's echoing.
Hang on. Sorry, guys, for the technical. Oh man, I wish we're missing Joe over here.
I gotta turn you off Bluetooth.
Okay.
Can you hear me on this thing or no?
That sounds better. Nope. Echo.
Hang on.
Look on top and see if you have a tab open. Anybody wants to donate to my Cash App, it would be greatly appreciated, or send a super chat.
I need to set that up so every once in a while, like I've never sent money before.
Yeah, I've been going through something, and so it really helps the people who sent. Thank you so much. There's been some kind of personal issues going on, so thank you so much for the people who sent. It means a lot.
Did you speak to that person?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Can you
hear me now?
We hear you now. We're good.
Okay. I had a Bluetooth on, so. Terrible. Happy birthday, Gerry Gumbati. How are you, baby?
Goomba. I love the message. Thank you so much. I was telling MB and MRE about Vito. You and Vito singing "Happy Birthday." That was adorable. I showed you
enjoyed it.
No, thank you. That was really cute. I love animals. Period. So,
Scott Bell, thank you.
I tell you,
Teresa,
shutting that damn Bluetooth off messed up my whole phone. I was just doing a live,
I saw.
Give me
I
a
know.
second.
After I started, I saw, and that's why I came in and said, "Hey, Tricky Ricky said happy birthday." That's why I said, "Hey, jump over
Oh,
with us."
thank you,
And
Tricky
Scott Bell,
Ricky.
that really helps. Thank you. You know me, I
Good.
don't really mention it too much. I'll put my cash up there, and I appreciate donations, but certain times people, might have certain issues and they might need the extra help, and I appreciate everybody.
I've seen actual like like subs in chats ask for money rarely, but I've seen
Yeah,
that before.
me
Like
too.
I remember someone asking MRE for money, and MRE is like he's got a good heart. He was like, "Yeah, but do you mind if I ask you why?" You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we don't know.
We had the
It could.
whole rest in peace, the whole D. Allen guy who was literally pretending like he was digging a dog hole in his yard and collecting money for a burnt house that didn't even burn down. Well, it burnt down, but it wasn't his house. Stuff like that ruins it for others.
I
You know
remember
what
Did
I
he
that.
mean?
pass?
Yeah.
Did he pass away? That guy,
Yeah, he
ND.
recently passed away, I believe
Okay.
August 13th. Rest in peace to him.
Right. That's what I heard. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to. He did what he did,
That's
whatever,
okay. Right.
So whatever. But that situation kind of ruins it for some people who want to do certain fundraisers and help people, because you know, the people who really need it, then they have problems because there's certain.
Everyone's gonna second guess everyone now, like
Right.
if they're bullshitting or not. Yeah.
How was your cruise, Teresa?
Well, that's right, Chris.
I'm just
Teresa's
gonna
back.
refill my coffee. I'll be back.
Okay. Take your time. I guess we
Well,
lost MRE. Hey,
yeah,
Vixie.
Marie was on. Where'd it go?
Stopping in to say hi. You're just getting to work. Vixie, thank you for coming in.
I
Oh,
didn't know you were going live today.
huh?
I didn't know you were going live
I didn't
early.
know I was going live either. But
Oh,
Gerry,
you jumped on?
I have an hour. Hopefully, I have more than an hour, but I had an hour, and I seen Gerry, and I said, "Do you want to come over on my channel since you kind of missed your birthday celebration?" So it was like a last quick minute thing. So I
Right.
didn't even get to see if Joe was available.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you came in and told me because I was ending my show anyways, and
Oh, good,
I,
perfect.
yeah, I didn't want to miss this. I wanted to. I was waiting for this. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm so glad he liked Vito singing "Happy Birthday" the other day. We love doing that. Yeah, I'm deciding. I might go to the football game right now.
The what? The football game?
Yeah, we got UB Bulls, our college team. They're playing right now, and I got some
Hmm.
nice tickets, and they got a nice party going. So I might take a swing over there now, set up, and then maybe go live from there, so everybody could see the football game in the stadium for a little while.
Oh, that'd be cool. Real
Yeah,
talk. Real talk person. Go. I gotta look at the chat from my
go ahead. And of course, I'm
No,
waiting
you
for the
guys
Yankee
talk.
game.
It's easier for me to look at it from my phone than stare at it from the computer. We're moving pretty fast.
Okay.
48 people in chat. Please hit the thumbs up. And Joey was cracking me up when he was ranting on those streams a while back. Man, that was funny. Joe's a funny guy. And I like having him as a partner. We kind of mesh well, you know. Um,
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat too. So
real talk.
Mantuk, how are you, Mantuk?
Real talk. That's for rats. He is one checked. Unlike the man, FBS and Silflo Emmy confirmed is that. Yeah, well, we know all that. They're a bunch of weirdos. It's not going to last forever. Those guys. They're all fighting over the same book.
You're fighting over the same book. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, if if we all share the same subscribers and we're all like working on like wanting to get money,
Right.
and certain subscribers only, let's say they only have $50 a month to donate, right?
Right.
Now, that one subscriber used to give it to you, but now they're gonna turn around and possibly maybe give it to you 1 month, this one month, and that one month. So they're all fighting over the same money. Eventually, it's gonna turn
Same
into
money.
a rival. Your wife just made some chili. That's nice. I do not eat meat. Hey, Mike Wall, how are you? So far,
Are you reading a message or you don't eat meat?
huh?
You mean you personally don't eat meat?
I don't eat meat. No,
Oh, okay.
I don't like red meat. No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm a cannibal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. Yeah, same.
Same, Gary. I'll eat anything that
I can't
moves.
admit, yeah. Especially like if I order a steak rare, it needs to be pretty much still moving.
Still mooing?
Yep.
Moo.
Yeah,
Oh my!
still moving, yeah.
I just for some reason I got a notification. And it's like some pig, and I don't know why. Um, I gotta click off so that and rate I am not interested. So I don't know why they're sending me these, but like somebody's trying to warn MRE. A pig is trying to warn MRE against Mr. Muscle. We don't need that, thank you. No matter what you say, we don't need any warnings. Muscle's part of us. He's our brother. We have his back, and don't even bother, because we
Oh,
know that Piggy. We know you're a liar. So no matter what you say,
everyone knows. Like, come
oh,
on, this is. If I was at MR, I wouldn't even on his channel. If anyone ever asks him about that shit, just block him. He's already answered. He's made a video. He even made a video, even though he doesn't have to explain himself.
mm-hmm.
There you go. He don't have to explain himself anyways. We all know what's going on.
We know.
Yeah, we do, and we don't care. We
There
don't
there
care
you
what
go.
he says. We are a tight knit group over here, and what we should really do is just watch each other and support each other.
There you go.
Even though
That's
they're
the
getting hate
difference.
views, if they're getting 50 hate views, that's 50 more people. When they start realizing that their views are going from like 1,000 to like 300, and people aren't into it anymore, or whatever, maybe they'll stop the BS. Maybe they'll stop. You never know.
Hopefully.
Well,
Hopefully.
that type of attention goes away. Like
Yeah.
it's already like those channels, like Piggies or whatever. He used to actually get more people in the chats and get more money.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
But
Chris Trocc, you want to come on?
thanks to your videos and other people as well, like some people have smartened up, but I don't know. I don't understand the people who donate. Like, they must be personal friends, or I don't know, like, or they're just really something's missing.
I don't get it either. But it's like, you know what, guys? Actually, I did get a couple donations, and I really do appreciate it. Like I said, there's a personal thing going on right now in my life. I don't want to get too much into it, so it's helping. But like for them to say like, okay, guys, nobody sent me money. I could be staring at my wall. Screw
I mean,
you. I'm leaving. Like that's sick. That's sick.
yeah.
Okay, so YouTube, when you start YouTube and you get monetized and X, Y, and Z, they kind of explain to you that, this is how much money you're going to make per views, per whatever. Okay, so your boss tells you your paycheck is, let's say you're going to make $20 an hour. Okay? You take the job. Okay. Now, when it comes payday, you look at your boss and said, well, I'm worth $30 an hour. Screw you. That's kind of what, it's kind of like what they're saying. YouTube pays you a certain amount of money. You know what you're going to make, depending on your content, your subscribers, and everything else. I dropped the link if Angel or anybody else wanted to go on. Angel, anybody else wanted to come on.
Oh, hey, Angel.
So imagine then complaining that, my boss, I'm worth more than that. Why watch Netflix? I'm a lot better than Netflix. I'm a lot better than Hulu. So
Well,
I don't. Listen, this stream, it's Jerry's birthday. This stream is at least worth at least $500.
Well, you're right.
I like to think I'm worth more than Piggy.
Oh, listen, I was just talking about the views on my channel, and I'm like, I wish I was monetized right now with all the views. Gary, I just reached over 300,000 views.
Whoa, good,
That's really
congratulations! But you're cool to watch. Yesterday was, I think, the first real. I came towards the end, but yeah, like it was cool to watch. It's a cool hangout, sort of.
Thank you.
Channel,
yeah, and there's no drama in my channel. It's all dogs, sports, love, and talk. So
yeah,
that's what Endu covers basically. And like I said, I've been doing shows. I support who I want to support, and I help who I want to help. I help the same people that's helped Endu and Vito the Pitbull since day one. So I just roll like it's everyday life.
That's
how you live it.
Should be though. That's why I hate to say this side and that side, but they've kind of made it. They've made it that way though, where you can't be friends with someone. You're either here or there. So that's the difference between this side and that side. It's like MB came to my live and was like, "Do you want to come over?" I was like, "Yeah." I only had 4 or 5 people, but I was like, "All right, guys, let's go there." And then you know what I mean? Like, everyone's trying to help each other. Like.
Well, and it's the same old echo chamber. How many times do we have to listen to this if you do watch? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. It's human
nature. We like. Look, that's the thing about YouTube. I was trying to think of why is it so addictive and people take it so seriously. I think it's like watching a movie, but you can interact with the actors, if that makes sense, and you can almost join. And I think that's why people get so invested in it. And then like that, because I think some of the viewers kind of encourage this crap, because I've seen some of those stupid videos, and the people in the chats are just as bad. Their feed, and then the content creator sees that, and they're like, "Okay, this is making me money. It's getting me views."
They feed off of it.
Yeah, let's keep this shit going. If all right, okay, this drama's died down. Let's find, you know what I mean? So it has to be. It's drama tube. It's not. I don't see how it's mob tube.
They'd come up and hang out with you. Jerry wanted to talk to you because of the party before. It's kind of last minute. He's in chat. Come on up.
I saw someone say.
Even if you only have 5 minutes. I don't know if you're busy.
Come on, Joey. Please, I'm sorry I overslept.
That's
you can come on and swear at me. I'd be happy.
No curse words. No curse words.
Oh, that's right. It's your. If it's
my channel, listen.
You can say whatever.
You just keep going. I'm gonna jump off. I wanted to stop and say happy birthday and hello, sis. I'm probably gonna go to the game, so I'm gonna organize myself over here and go to the game. I think, and I'll probably see you from there if you want to jump on.
Sounds cool. Thanks.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good. We'll check it out later. It's more.
Gary, be good. Yep, little sis, be good. I'll see you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah, Joey said I'll be on. He said, "Give me a few minutes."
Give me a few minutes. I know. This was so. I'm kind of aggravated if I have to go somewhere at 5:30.
I getcha.
I'm gonna be mad because that means somebody that's another parent is refusing to pick their child up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it means like you're covering or something like that. Yeah.
Which is gonna make me mad.
It's funny. I seem to associate myself. Like my mom's a carer, my girlfriend's a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
My other good mate, she's a nurse as well. Like I seem to know all people who are in that sort of field.
Del Strange. Hey, buddy.
Hello, NB. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Del Strange?
Yeah, not bad. Saturday's been good. It's been good.
How are you, Del? I think I've spoken to you before in the chat before. I'm Gerry. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I remember from Australia, brother.
That's it. Yeah, I remember. You remember me.
Yeah.
Good to
Where
see
are you from, Del Strange?
Originally from the west coast of Scotland, a place called Kilmarnock, just on the outskirts of Glasgow. But I've been in London about 3 decades.
You guys have a team, don't you? Kilmarnock. You guys have a football team, don't you?
And it's an alleged football team. Yeah, I'm a Kelly fan. Yeah, we got battered 4-0 today from Aberdeen, 4-1.
That's
Shout out to the Glasgow Rangers. My friend Grant loves the Rangers.
Yeah, my grandfather on my mother's side was a mad Rangers fan, and his best 2 pals actually played for Glasgow Rangers.
Oh, nice. I like Rangers because my background's Italian, and there's a little connection. You had a few Italians like Gattuso used to play for Rangers, Marco Negri. We've had a few Italians play in Scotland, and that's where I think Gattuso actually grew his nutsack.
Yeah, that was sort of later on in the 80s and 90s, because the weird thing, obviously, about the Italianos are they're Catholics, and Rangers are staunch Ormsmen. But as long as they were winning 10 in a row, they didn't really care at that point, I don't think.
If you're playing well for them, who cares? Sorry.
Old school Mike's in the house.
Oliver's like Celtic FC. Yeah, I know Oliver's a big Celtic fan.
Yeah, well, Celtic and Rangers. My brothers are Celtic fans. My dad was Celtic, my mum was Rangers, so I come from both.
Oh.
But, I decided to support where I was from. You know, not glory hunting, just supporting the smaller team because I lived there.
Yeah. See, I get called a glory hunter for liking Chelsea, but I liked Chelsea before, when they used to be crap. They struggled to get in the top 4 because of Zola, Gianfranco Zola. So they weren't a billionaire team then.
No, they changed when it was just at the cusp of Matthew Harden when he died, bless him. And you had Mark Hughes and Zola, and then they sort of took the steps up, and then Abramovich came, of course. But Chelsea, I mean, Chelsea were just like Millwall, basically. You know what I mean? The shed end.
Mid-table sort of. Yeah. Like, I remember back then, the Champions League would only allow the 2 top teams, and Chelsea would always miss out because it was United, Arsenal, and maybe like Liverpool, Newcastle, but it was pretty much a 2-horse race for so long.
Yeah, but even before then, I'm talking when they were in the 2nd division and they had the shed, and they were quite, they had quite a bad reputation before the PR got done and all the money come in with the Champions League and that, way before then, because I like Millwall. Millwall's my English team.
Right. Because I heard that Chelsea was like the kind of the wanker team. Like all the movie stars in the 60s would like Chelsea. It was kind of the arrogant, posh team. I don't know. That's what I was told by an Arsenal fan. So I don't know. I know there's. I
don't know. I think there was quite a lot of famous people who supported West Ham as well as Arsenal or Tottenham. It's a mixed bag. It depends where you're from, I suppose, But Daniel Day-Lewis is a Millwall fan, and Gary Oldman's a Millwall fan.
Oh, wow. What about John Lennon? What was his team again? Not John
Lennon.
I don't know. Elton John, sorry. He owned a team as well.
Elton John's team was playing for the other side, but he was the chairman of Watford.
In more than one
Watford.
Watford, that's right. Yeah, they're another like average team.
Edwin Jimenez, my brother. Much respect to you, my friend.
Hey Edwin, hope everything's okay. I think they had like
bad weather too.
Bad weather, yeah. I'm pretty sure they lost. I think electricity. I think half the country or something. Something like that.
You've got an Australian and a Scotsman talking about British football, so that's not very good for MV. How is things over there, NB, with the weather and that? Has it calmed down now?
We had some heavy rain this morning, but it's calmed down now. Everything's good. But I wasn't part of the story. Like we got the tail end after like it traveled up shore for 2 days. So we just got some heavy rain. That was about it. Nothing crazy.
The people God bless them. When you see some of the videos in their houses and you get flooded, everything's gone. It's truly terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
absolutely.
Like family albums, things you've had for years, like all your belongings. We have it with bushfires in Australia. Like you might have seen it on the news about 4 years ago. I think maybe a quarter of the country was on fire.
Yeah, I've got relatives in Adelaide, and I know it's
Yes.
happened over the last few decades since both New South Wales and Victoria. Terrible, terrible.
So we have to do, back burning,
Yeah.
like sort of, yeah. So we have to do well, not here. I'm in Sydney. It's all the city, but yeah, like sort of the countryside or the rural areas. They do a lot of back burning just before summer. So they're doing that now. We're just entering. We're in spring now. We're in spring. I don't know what season are you guys in?
Well, it's just hit September, so the last week it's just the heating's started to be turned on. It's just turning cold we've had a really good summer, actually. Good summer.
Okay. So kind of in between, because I know America's like the opposite completely. Like when it's summer here, it's winter there. I think you guys are kind of in between. It's a little bit different with Europe.
Yeah, it's like in London sometimes it won't get really cold till about October, but the winters have been harsher. If you get a good summer, you usually get a bad winter.
Right. Yeah, winter looks terrible. Like I've actually had a few British co-workers, and when it's hot in Sydney and I'm complaining, they're like, "Oh, enjoy it." They're like, because they're so used to like East London and areas like that,
Well,
I'm guessing
the utility bill's up by 500, 2,000% over here. All
Yeah,
the utilities, it's going to be a really bad winter over here.
yeah, the heaters and stuff like that. That's all right. I need to visit one day. Last time I was in Europe,
I love Dan Moore.
I've heard of that name. I've heard of that name.
Dan Moore's a really cool guy.
Thank you, Callie G's. Thanks. I'm just looking at the chat. It's here on StreamYard. I can't even see. I can't type, I think.
I don't know why you're having problem with your seeing stuff.
Who, me?
Yeah, because you were having that issue earlier.
Oh, you mean on my phone or when my computer froze? Yeah,
no,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing with it a little bit. I think I'm not very patient sometimes. You can see it. Go back to my first live and you'll see like I was going to throw my laptop out the window. I was like losing my mind. So
I'm going to draw my carrot one more time if anybody wants to.
Can't you just put it at like sort of, because I've seen people have like the little graphics.
Oh, yeah. I could repin it to the top.
Yeah.
There's been so many videos the last few days. Chicago Muscle's been on a crusade.
He's on a mission.
On a mission, yeah.
Hello,
Joe.
Hey, how are you?
How are you, Joe?
Thank you.
You just waking up, Gerry?
No, I couldn't sleep. I woke up a few hours ago, 4:30. It's like about 6 now.
No, I meant, did you wake up from yesterday? Like the night?
I'm sorry. I made about 3 videos apologizing. I was like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It was so hard to wake up at about 4:30 or 5 when you guys started.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm not that mad at you because of the time difference. So,
I love Joe. I love Joe, but he starts sentences. I gotta be honest with you. He says,
"Yeah, that's why I got a bit nervous there." He's like, "I gotta be honest with you."
I love Joe to death, but he says, "I gotta be honest with you."
And let me be honest one more time.
Tell me.
You know, I was with Mike just a little while ago. BK. He says hi. He's still alive. You know what I mean? And that was it. I just, because I guess people are wondering where he is.
I was actually going to ask that. I was like, will he still at least pop around? Because I think he took his channel down.
Well, sometimes, people have to work. They meet a nice young lady, or YouTube is like
stressful sometimes.
No, it's a dream world. And what I mean by that is, I don't work. I work, but I don't like work a 9 to 5. So my schedule is, kind of free for the most part. But when people got to work, it's you can't just be on YouTube playing around,
Yeah, no, exactly. I end up making videos on my breaks at work sometimes.
Well, there you go.
I know by the time I get home, because I try and do lives that are convenient for you guys as well, but I get home before I was getting home 11:30, and I just finished work, and when you're on a live, you need a bit of energy. It's almost like a little bit of a performance. I can't sit here half asleep and be like, all right, guys, what are we going to talk about? So.
Yeah, well, the other thing is, it's like, it's like the home run record, right? You have Aaron Judge, who has 61 home runs.
Yankees was mentioning
that. And then you have Barry Bonds, who was hit 73 home runs, but he's on PEDs, you know what I mean? So it's like you can't compare us because we go by the book. You got these other people, Righty or whatever his name is, he's on performance-enhancing drugs, so he could do a 24-hour show. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. I mean, what's more embarrassing than anything is, because as men, we're men.
I think I know where you're going with this.
The 24-hour videos I seen, one thing I didn't see was someone that looks a little like Lauren. Not like you two. Right? So now, where's the women, my friend?
Yeah.
It's like, for example, if I'm going to do a 24-hour show, and I say, guys, I'll be back in 10 seconds, okay? You know what I could accomplish in 10 seconds with a woman? I could undress, handle business, and get my clothes back on in 10 seconds. He didn't even do that. So we know he was, if you would,
where all the women are. All the women are living in the houses, sleeping in a nice warm bed of the men they divorced and took the house off them. And that's why all the men are single, sitting in a boxer shorts eating Cocoa Pops at 4 a.m.
That's why I don't live with my girlfriend. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, I was hoping that all this talk about, all this stuff that I do with all these other women, that, my significant other was going to kick me out, but it hasn't worked. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you're dating all these women on YouTube, apparently. That's right. I forgot about that. You're the big player.
Now it's even I'm dating a couple of guys on YouTube. People have they've called me Gay Eighth from now on. So.
Oh, I heard that stupid
Gay
name.
Eighth is starting in OnlyFans, and it's going to be like,
Look, I would date Aaron Judge. I'll tell you that much. Because whoever is dating him, they offered him 7 years, $210 million. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but that seems like about $30 million a year.
Jesus Christ.
He turned it down. And you want to know what's going to happen now? They're going to have to pay him like $50 million a year.
Why? Did he to negotiate his contract? Is that why he turned it down?
He turned it down. Yeah, he turned it down, and because this is the last year of his contract.
Yeah. He can leave as a free agent
So what happened was he was making like a couple of million this year. It was the last year. He went to arbitration. The judge says, "All right, you're worth way more than that." So they gave him like 15 or 20 mil for this year only. Now, this is his contract year. So great time to hit 60 home runs and lead the league and do all this stuff. His contract's up right now.
Yeah,
so, Once he signs all that money, let's see what's going to happen. Trout, I think, has signed a $400 million contract. They think like 440.
Imagine having that option. No, I think I'll reject 60 mil. I think I'll, that's not enough for me.
They're gonna have to pay through the nose for
That's
him.
crazy. See, I don't even know much about baseball, but I know like with football, soccer, it's all the same shit.
They do the same. They do the exact same with the contracts. They either set them up and
exactly.
Yeah.
And once they sign that long-term deal in Major League Baseball and like basketball, those deals are guaranteed whether you play or not. You know what I mean? So it's like
you can be sitting on the bench and you're still getting millions of dollars for sitting on the bench.
Right. So if I was an owner, what I'd be doing is say, look, no more long-term contracts, because these guys in their contract year, they have these career years. You know what I mean?
Hey, Daniel. Yeah. Joe, I got to make a quick phone call, so just keep an eye on.
No problem. And I want to look, there's 31 people in here, and I want to say thank you to you 31 people. And I'm going to tell you why. Because right now, I'm ready to explode. I'm ready to just start screaming at people, threatening people, calling people all types of names. And I'm pretty sure we could get up into triple figures watching the show, right?
Yeah, that's actually sad, because when you have baseball cards or something that's actual content, you know what I mean? But people want to see the drama. You know how it is.
The problem with the cards is this. Here's the problem, okay? So I've been posting cards, right? Now, I'm going to be 110% honest with you. The cards that I'm posting,
they want to see that. They want to see the baseball bats, not the baseball cards. That's the problem.
There you go.
That's the problem. Yeah.
That's it. I thought you were going to say that they wanted to see something else.
I thought it was an autograph. That's what I was thinking.
No. I thought you were going to say they wanted to see something else. They don't want to see the baseball bat. They want to see something else. They want to see something that's going to put a hole in a motherfucker. That's what they want to see.
Well, okay.
So there you go. Mahomes, 10 years, $508 million. I'm thinking they're going to give Judge 7 years, $350 million. Or maybe even more. I don't know. He's 30.
What's the average age for, because like, say for example, for soccer, after 32, 33, you're considered pretty much, depends on your position, you know?
Well, Gerry, you was just speaking about Chelsea. There was a player at Chelsea called Winston Bogart, and he sat on the bench for 5 years and refused to move until his contract was gone, because he was on something crazy, millions and millions a year, and he just sat there and never played once.
Yeah, there are a few players like that, though. You had Sanchez as well.
Yeah, Sanchez.
Sanchez sitting on the bench.
I seen a documentary on, I think he was an Irish soccer player who got into drinking. I forget the guy's name. He was famous.
George Best.
Best. Bingo.
If he wasn't an outro,
he was the best, George, wasn't he?
I saw him play for Hibernian in the Scottish League when he was 26, 25, 26, just before he retired, because he ended up in Scotland and he was sort of overweight and he looked a bit rough. And, you know, he still run rings around people. He was such a magical player.
Imagine if he wasn't drinking. Like Maradona with the... Maradona was so amazing with the...
Yeah, man.
Best was up there with Cruyff, Maradona, Van Basten. He was up there with them players.
It's because of his nationality, to be honest. If he was more exotic, like a Brazilian or something, they would put him up there. It's because he, you know.
Bingo.
Yeah. You can stay on for a minute? I could join from my phone, but I just got to go run something to Angela's.
Okay, we'll be on for a little bit.
All right.
So... who is like, how much money does like Messi or Ronaldo, like what type of contracts do they have?
Ronaldo was on 120, 150 grand a game.
So there you go.
Ronaldo,
so those guys are making a lot of bread.
He overtook Kim Kardashian as the most followed person on Instagram. Like he makes more money from advertisements. Cristiano Ronaldo.
But here's the thing, okay? Ronaldo, George Best, Aaron Judge, they all have a talent. What talent does Kim Kardashian have that she should have all these people? Like, what is she good at?
We know what she's good at. You saw the video. You saw the video. That's what I was about to say. You saw the video. You know what she's good at.
Right. So to me, it's more impressive what she's been able to do because she has no talent.
That's very true. That's very true.
You know, yeah, but she's got a lot to do with nepotism and her bloodline and what happened in history and the Armenian genocide and how all those people ended up on top and stuff like that. So there's a bit more to it.
Father as well.
Yep. Yeah. Robert Kardashian. Yep, I know the whole thing. I was living in Vegas when that whole O.J. Simpson thing went on. So in one of my photo albums, I have pictures of like the Rockingham estate, which is OJ's place. I have pictures of Nicole's, the townhouse she lived in.
Wow.
And
man.
What I found crazy about the whole thing was that they made it seem like for OJ Simpson to leave his house, go kill Nicole and Ron and drive home, it would take him an hour. I drove from his house to Nicole's house. It took me 10 minutes. It was that close. But the lawyers made it seem like he had to travel so far away. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're doing like 10 miles an hour, maybe it took 20 minutes. I actually still have the pictures. And the one thing I noticed, when I drove down her block at night, it was like a ghost town. The fact that nobody heard anything, it was like completely black. It was a rich area. They don't have a lot of lights on the block. You know what I mean? It was like very, very desolate looking. And
easy to get away with something.
Well, that's the whole thing.
It was that lawyer he had he's Matlock on crack. He was the man, wasn't he?
He's like the best lawyer, isn't he? Like one of the best lawyers in America.
Okay, so now this is something that I am what you would call a connoisseur of, because I followed the case or whatever. He didn't just have one of the top lawyers. He had Johnny Cochran, rest in peace, who was great.
That's
Robert Shapiro, who was great. They had F. Lee Bailey. They had Barry Scheck, who handled the DNA and all that stuff. They had Carl Douglas. They had Alan Dershowitz. He had like 6 of the top lawyers. It would cost them $50 million to get them now.
Yeah.
The Kardashian guy was his lawyer. Wasn't the Kardashian guy his lawyer?
He was one of the lawyers too. Alan Dershowitz is a Harvard lawyer. Barry Scheck, he handled one thing. F. Lee Bailey, I think he just passed away, but he was a big time lawyer. I mean, Robert Shapiro. I mean, these guys were like the top of the top. When they say dream team of lawyers, it really was a dream team. And that's why when when you see people going to trial and they have a public defender or a public pretender, you're up shit's creek.
Oh, you see them speaking to the judge or the DP. They're like friends. They go for lunch afterwards. Like, we call it legal aid here. Like when you haven't got money for a lawyer, we just call it legal aid.
Yeah, what do you guys, here's a question. What did you guys think of the Casey Anthony lawyer? Do you think that she was really giving him favors, like sexual favors?
I don't think so. Jose, what the hell is his name? He's a big-time lawyer too. Jose some shit.
Jose Baez?
Baez, exactly, yep. Big time. Yep, that's Gerald Chagall. You know who Gerald Chagall is? He was
what? Did I freeze up?
He was partners with Bruce Cutler.
Bruce Cutler, yeah.
Everyone knows.
And who else is good over here? Oh, what's his name? Benjamin Brofman. Benjamin Brofman, another great attorney. He actually there's a guy named Vinny Gorgeous Basciano who is in jail for life now. But he got arrested in 1990, the early 90s, for selling drugs. An Italian mobster. He went on to become the boss.
Who's the one in Las Vegas, the Jewish guy with the bald head and the glasses?
His name is how the fuck do I? Excuse my language. How do I not know his name?
He's the only one that you've not mentioned.
Goodman.
Oscar Goodman. That's that.
He was Tony Spilatro's attorney.
Bingo.
Another good one. Yeah. But
he got Spilatro off a lot of things.
He got Spilatro off a lot, yeah. But it's different in Vegas. I lived in Vegas. Vegas was very different back then. It wasn't like there was a lot of backdoor justice type things. You know what I mean?
I have a friend who went to Vegas recently, and he's Aussie Greek. And he was saying that the people in Vegas were complaining, saying they like it back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
The Italians used to run it. It was safer. It was like, there was a lot of backdoor dealings.
My brother's from out there. My brother, he's lived out there pretty much since he's like a young kid. He still lives there. I lived there for about maybe like 8 years on and off. And I was there like right around the late 80s, early 90s when it was still like old school. And it was much better. Like a lot of just completely different.
The organized crime then was much better than the disorganized crime we have now in all our cities.
That's a good saying. Yeah, organized crime then it's disorganized.
What a lot of people don't realize is you want to talk about like mob bosses and everybody talks about XYZ, but in 1986 something happened in Las Vegas that was very serious. And the gentleman who took over Vegas for, not going to say who, was a good friend of mine. His name is John Conti. Now, JOHNCONTI. Now, I sat with the man. Okay? I've talked to him numerous times about Mr. John Gotti and certain other people. So all these guys that know all these guys that have been with these guys, that know this guy, that know that guy, well, I got it from the horse's mouth. Okay? Trust me, John Gotti, they all respected him. What about Binion? Heidi asked. Well, guess what? Binion, one of my close friends, and he's still my friend, Benny Binion's grandson is a friend of mine. His name is Benny Beenan. I've known him for 30 years, Benny. We went to school together. Good kid. His uncle Ted got killed. There's this whole big thing about Ted Binion. My friend Benny, his family owned the Horseshoe Casino. In downtown Las Vegas. So these guys could all talk about mob or whatever, and that's great. But the real people that want to talk, the real people that really know about it, they're not going to come on YouTube and talk about it. Me to come on and talk about it, what am I going to say? Am I going to say they're great people? I was just talking to Mike about this. We had lunch today, and I was just talking to him about it. You got all these people coming on here saying R.I.P. Spiro and this and that. But did anybody actually know Spiro? Does anybody know him? Because everybody's saying R.I.P. and this and that. Well, guess what? My family, my paternal side, my dad, he wouldn't call himself Bay 8th. He would call himself Bay 14th. Now, who lived on Bay 14th? Anthony Spiro. His house was on that block, across the street from my grandfather's house. Now, contrary to what everyone thinks, Jimmy Calandra, by calling him a piece of crap, people are going to say that. People love him and people hate him. And the people that love him did not owe him money. The people that hated him owed him money or effed around in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me to sit here and say R.I.P. to this guy and he's a great guy, when you live here, you hear both sides of the coin.
This community is full of people who watch documentaries and stuff like that. It's romanticized, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, these people, the people who actually know these people aren't coming on here talking about it.
My grandfather...
Street guys aren't coming on here talking about that shit. You know what I mean?
They grew up together, Spiro and his brother Sal and my grandfather. They grew up as kids. Now, Sally Spiro and my grandfather loved him. Anthony Spiro, he really didn't talk much about him. But my dad talked about him. And my dad would tell me, you want to know? My dad thought he was crazy in the neighborhood. He was getting in trouble in the neighborhood. He was creating havoc in the neighborhood. He says, do you know how many times Spiro brought him into the club and said to my old man, you keep doing this in this neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. You keep it up in this neighborhood, we're going to put you somewhere where they're not going to find you. So if we talk to my dad about it, is he going to sing the praises of Spiro? He's going to say Spiro was an asshole.
Yeah.
Come on, asshole.
My dad's running around in the neighborhood stealing cars and doing all this, that somebody would pull him in and say, stop it.
Yeah.
And if you don't stop it, here's what's going to happen. So,
yeah.
I mean, my dad put his hand on the wrong guy in Brooklyn. He hit somebody. My dad owned the luncheonette on Bay 25th and Cropsey. I'm telling you this because my dad's dead. But he was man enough to tell me these stories. What he did was he hit somebody he wasn't supposed to hit. Do you want to know what they did? They came to the luncheonette. His sons came to the luncheonette. And you know that shit on Donnie Brasco where they Bronx Tale, where they locked the door?
Now you can go.
He was in the hospital for 3 weeks. They didn't kill him. So now, if I'm going to tell you who's the guy that he hit, is he going to like that guy?
No. Of course not. Of course.
So when you live here, it's not something that you glorify when you live here.
Yeah.
Because you see the good and the bad.
Yeah.
No, it's part of your life, that's all. It's part of your life, but at the same time, no matter people's perceptions of Spiro, the way that he got the jail and dying in jail, you got to have empathy for that and how it was rat bastards that put him there and many more men like him, good or bad.
But
I think that's the main thing. I think that's when people are saying, "Oh, rest in peace, Spiro," and stuff like that. It's more the way.
No, I'm not saying that people are wrong for doing that.
These people were criminals.
I'm not saying they're wrong for doing that. I'm just saying who the people that are telling these stories, okay? Like, who are the people that are telling the stories?
That I know, guts. I know what you
Not
mean.
people with perspective like you and the people that lived in that neighborhood. I get what you're saying, Joe.
It's like first-hand experience.
That's why, to me, it's a joke when it comes down to it, because when you live here, you hear the good and you hear the bad.
Yeah.
It's not like everybody that's on YouTube. I mean, like, an example of it is, like, do you know who Nicky Scabetta is?
That was, what's his name? Brother-in-law.
Exactly. Okay.
Apparently, he was a good guy. Apparently.
Okay. Well, apparently I didn't know him, but they're from 15th Avenue. You know where 15th Avenue is, Lauren. She knows where it is. So So basically, Nikki and my uncle are the same age. They grew up together. So, and they remained friends until he was killed. When I asked my uncle, who's dead, about Sammy, fuck Sammy, excuse me, F Sammy, he's a piece of crap, he did XYZ. So the thing is, for me to sit here and glorify, I heard the bad stories because he shouldn't have got killed.
Yeah.
Like Nicky Scabetta should not have been killed. And it's a load of BS when you hear this story that Paul Castellano did this, did that. Well, guess what? What did Sammy eventually do to Paul Castellano? Well, he didn't have that much respect for the man.
He was willing to get rid of his own brother-in-law.
Paul gave me the order. What could I have done? Well, what
Bullshit.
you could have done was told your brother-in-law, get on a plane to freaking Czechoslovakia and don't come back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you can tell Sammy's an opportunist. You can tell.
It's like the mob
getting rid of his business. Half the people he got rid of were his business partners. You know what I mean? And ended up taking their businesses.
Who are the people that are on this mob tube? Who are the people that you would consider? Like, give me the name of a show that's part of mob tube.
A real show for me would be
a
like
show
OC,
like that we know of, like
OC Shorts or something like that.
Okay, OC Shorts, great guy.
That to me is real.
He
Oh,
lives
you mean like in this community?
Not who's the next one? FBS knows nothing
Do you
about.
think? What about MTR?
Yes, we do. Those guys, great guys. Where are they from? Jimmy, you got to give Jimmy a little bit.
I'll be honest. I've seen Jeff literally. I have no issue with him. I don't even know him. But he's literally looking at this and reading off Wikipedia as he's telling you. You know what I mean? Like
Spanky Endu, the mad monk, is a disgrace for what he said to Angel. He's a disgrace. They're all jokes. And like you say, Roger's good. He's very good. And there's another couple. But I think the term has been sullied by Fat Boy.
But okay, so the point that I'm bringing up is, so these guys will tell you about John Gotti, right? And they're going to say
there's an echo happening, Joey.
Everyone hated him. And but I'm telling you, I've talked to actual people that knew